Hi. Today we are going to see like second largest element within the given array. So this is what is the question or the criteria that we have. Take for example, I have the elements like 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6. So much of repeating elements are there now here. But what is the second largest element? Definitely it should be 5. It should neglect the repeated numbers and it should check for the second element. So it's a, like it's a very simple logic. I'll give you a hint as well over here. So what we need to do is simply take first element as array of 0. So array of 0 as a. Going to use a logic. Take for example for this, I have a as largest element, that is first largest element, b as second largest element. So this is the criteria that I'm going to make here. Anyways, I'm going to take like array of 0 and array of 1. So this is how I'm going to take. I'm defaultly taking it as 0, like a as array of 0, b as array of 1. I'm going to take like this. I'm going to check uh, if array is less than a is less than b. So in that time I'm just going to make like array of 1 is equal to a and array b is equal to array of 0. So that's how I have just made a swap. And I just have a small concept. Take for example, I have an a and b. Whenever a new element comes, I am going to check it with b. This b now I'm going to check it with, if the new element is greater than that of b, I am going to make b as, new element is greater than b, then I'm going to assign the new element to b. So such that b should be greater than new. And then I'm going to check A and B. If A is smaller than that of B, I'm going to make a swap operation. Okay, so simply like one assigning of B element and one swap operation. That is the small logic which is inside here. Let's start from all these things and try to solve it on our own itself. As this is a repeated element, so for like for making any repeated elements should not be there. I would like to make one more condition. What it is whenever I'm going to compare A and B, the new element arises now. So the new element should not be equal to A, and also new element should not be equal to that of B as well. So this should we should make into consideration. Okay, and along with this, we will be having the new element that comes is 3, right? So we will compare it with 3. So here, what is A here? A is 2 and B is 1. No repeated elements are allowed. So over here, definitely B will be 3. And as A is less than that of B, one swap operation occurs. What will be the value then? A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 2. Again, I have 4 here, right? I have 4. So what I'm going to do is, for 4, 4 is a new element. So here also I'm going to make a swap operation. What is B here? Definitely B will be assigned to 4. One assignation should be done now. So here B should be assigned, and along with that, and also it is less than that of b, so a swap operation occurs. So what will be a is equal to what, 4, and b will become 3. Yes, so again, no repetition of elements should not be there, so we are going to leave this. Again we have 5, so 5 it's going to compare. Definitely 5 is less greater than that of 3, so b will be what, 5. And we are as a is less than that of b, we are going to make a swap operation, so such that these two will be getting swapped. So what will be there? A is equal to 5 and b is equal to 4. This is how all the elements will be over here. 5, as it is a repeated element, so we are going to leave it. And we have here 6 na? So we are going to check it with 6 as well. So what 6 will be? So we have B. B is equal to what? 4. So definitely it will be getting replaced by 6, and it 5 it's less than that of 6, so A is less than B, so there should be a swap operation, so such that A will be 6 and B will be 5, without even getting the even though we have repetitive elements, we can be able to make the swap operation. So easily we can be able to get the second largest element as B. That's it, that's the logic, and let's go for the implementation right now. Okay. Anyways, we will be assigning an array. So array is equal to, so let's have some repetitive elements so that such that we can be able to check now 3, and we have 5, one more 6, again 6. Okay. Here our output should be what? Second largest element should be 5 is 5, and first should be 6. Let's check both as well. So before that, I'm going to take two integers a and b. I have already told you the condition. What should be a? A should be first largest element, and b should be second largest element. Okay, over here, simply I'm going to assign like if array of 0 is greater than that of array, it's not needed. Like I'm going to directly assign it like A is equal to array of 0, and I'm going to assign B is equal to array of 1. I have assigned it right. So okay, over here, if A is greater than that of, if A is less than that of B, in the sense I'm going to make a swap operation. What it is? So in this case, A should be array of 1. And what about B? B should be array of 0. And as far as our condition, we have these two elements assigned. Whenever a new element comes, it should check, it should not be same as that of A and B, then only we should compare this thing. So before that, let's create a for loop for I is equal to 2, I is less than array dot length, and we have I plus plus. Let's have this loop, and one more loop for printing the elements like I is equal to 0, I is less than array dot length, and we have like I plus plus. We have these elements, and we are going to print all the elements within the system dot out dot println array of I. Anyways, we have it. So over here, the logic is first one, compare B, right? We are going to compare B with new element. And what if B is smaller than that of R, new element is greater than that of B, assign, then new should be what? New should be B. That's it. New should be converted to B. Let's complete this first. If what? B is less than that of array of I, in this case, what I'm going to do is, if B is smaller, I'm going to assign like B is equal array of I. I have done it. Again, we will be having one more condition. If A, what we have said, A should be the largest element and B should be the smallest element. So over here, small, so smallest element. So over here, A should be larger, right? If in some cases, like if A is less than B, we need to make swap operation. That's it. We are going to implement that. After assigning B, B should be greater than that of a new element. If A is less than that of B, what should happen? We need to make swap operation. So for making a swap operation to happen, we'll be assigning a value like temporary variable, and then we will be just making a swap, right? T is equal to A, and A is equal to B, and we'll be having like B is equal to T. That's it. We have made a swap operation as well. And we have seen that for making repetition of elements should not be allowed. So what we need to do is, I'm going to make one more other if condition. So if array of I not equal to A, one thing, and array of I should not be equal to B as well. So this also we need to take into consideration. Let's complete. So then only this for loop should has to be executed. Otherwise, no swapping or nothing should happen. Let's execute this for the answer. Run main menu. Cannot find variable I. Okay, comma I. What else? Okay, I have just made something like I don't want all these elements to be get printed. Like we will be just needing the first and second largest element, right? So I'm going to print like A should be the first largest element, and I'll be having B as the second largest element. I was just confused. Let's run this and check. 6 and 5, we got it uniquely. Okay, let me show you. Whenever we weren't about to use this if condition, so this if condition, if we are not using it, what will happen? Let's see this as well. Okay, I'll just see the repetitive elements will be allowed. So even 6 is the first largest element. As it is repeated again, so we cannot be able to say like 6 is again repeated. So that's why I'm using that like if condition. So if it's clear, right? So it's perfectly clear. So such that we can be able to make only the distinct elements. I'll give the program as well in the first comment. If you need, you just make use of that as well. Thank you.